What type of business should I set up? What type of business should I set up? What's up, everybody? My name is Kier, and you are watching The Important Things That Really Matter. Today, we're going to be talking about what type of business should I set up? What type of business should I set up? Of course, this is you asking this question. This is a very, very good question to ask because there are numerous business entities that you may want to set up, and we're going to go into that right now. Before I go into it, would you please like, would you please share, would you please subscribe, would you please subscribe? It's very important that you subscribe. I guarantee you that if you subscribe to my channel, you will have access to information that could possibly save you thousands upon thousands of dollars, and also save you a whole lot of pain and suffering. That's right. And this is one of the videos that can help you to save you thousands upon thousands of dollars, and also to save you a whole lot of pain and suffering. We're going to get into this video today. Once again, this is what type of business should I set up? And so we're going to go into this. What do I mean by what type of business should I set up? What type of business should I set up? Which basically meaning you set up. You want to have your business set up under either a LLC or S corporation or a C corporation. Some people set up a partnership with somebody, and then there's some people that have a sole proprietorship. So if you do not set yourself up as a S corporation or C corporation or LLC, then people are going to automatically assume that you are a sole proprietorship. Now, here's where the information comes in, which could possibly save you thousands upon thousands of dollars. Well, this information is this right now. If you do not set yourself up under one of these type of entities, which I just talked about, LLC, S corporation, C corporation, okay, any other corporation, if you don't set yourself up as under one of these type of business entities, what could possibly happen is that you can possibly be sued. The purpose of setting yourself up or setting your business up as a business entity is to separate you from your business. Get what I said? The purpose of setting your business up under one of these entities is to separate you from your business. If you don't separate yourself from your business, then if you happen to get sued, they could come after your personal property. Do you follow what I'm saying? If you do not set yourself up under a business entity, your personal property can possibly be sued, taken from you. You got it? And so when you set yourself up under one of these business type entities, it separates you, the business, from your personal property. So if somebody does happen to sue you, they can only sue the stuff that's associated with your business. You follow what I'm saying? So you want to separate yourself from your business so that your personal property can't necessarily be sued, okay? So we have that now. We understand that. That's why you do not want to be a sole proprietor. They're going to automatically assume that you're a sole proprietor if you do not set yourself up as a S corporation, C corporation, LLC, or any other type of business, okay? So one of the things you want to do is after you have figured out what type of business you want to go into, what your product or service is going to be, after you have made that determination as to what your product or your service is going to be, what your business is going to be, all right, then you need to find out what type of business entity that you want to have your business up under. Once again, you want to separate yourself from the business, because if somebody sues you, they can go after your personal property if you're a sole proprietor, okay? But if you're up on one of these other business entities, they can only sue everything that's associated with your business. Follow me? That's the main reason why you want to set your business up as a business entity. I said that a couple of times so that you get it in your head how important it is to set your business up as a business entity. Now, so I already said you don't really want to be a sole proprietor. Now, the next question is, okay, should you be a person? Should you be a person or your business be a partnership? Well, I remember when I took a class, and so one of the things you have to understand too is when you have your own business, you got to have your mindset in a constant state of learning mode. You're willing to learn whatever you need to learn to get your business to grow. You're willing to learn whatever you need to learn to get your business to grow. You should not, your accomplishment should not just be you graduate from high school. Follow me? Should not just be you graduate from high school and then you just stop learning after that. No, life should be, in life you should be constantly learning, constantly striving, constantly improving on yourself. And that goes for your business too. So that means that you need to go out and take classes, do whatever you need to do to learn as much about business, how to run a business. That's why I presented a number of videos. I have a whole lot of videos. They're for free. If you look on go to my playlist. If you go to my playlist, you'll see some of the videos. Then we'll talk about starting your business, running your business, and this video is gonna fall up under that also too. So it's extremely important that you separate yourself from your business, so that if you happen to be sued, they can only sue those things which are associated with your business. I said that several times. Why? Because I want to burn in your mind how important it is to separate yourself from your business. Now, is it good to set yourself as a partnership? Let's say, for instance, you have a partner. It might be a good friend of yours. Your partnership can be extremely good. I mean, you all work together like I don't know what. You couldn't find a better partner in this world, okay? And I'm gonna tell you one of the things that I learned, and I was in a small business class a number of years ago, and these people were some wise people, very wise people. Why were they very wise people? They were very wise people because they had been helping people get their businesses going for like 25, 30 years. So they can talk to you for five or 10 minutes and tell you what you're doing wrong with your business because they have that much experience. I don't care how good or how well you are in a partnership with your partner. You can have an excellent partner, okay? But the downfall of having a partnership with somebody is this. If your partner happens to get drunk and on the other side of the town, and while he's drunk, he's promising some woman something, promising her world because he wants to get in her pants. You know how some of you all be doing. I'll promise you the world. Well, your partner can promise some woman the world, just try to get in her pants. Which part of the world which he's promising is the business? But you don't know about this because you're the partner. You at home sleep, and your partner might be out drinking or might be chasing after women or whatnot. And you find out later on he made some promises to some woman that he just wanted to get in her pants. And the promises that he made end up affecting you and your business because you don't know what your partner is doing when he's not around you. You know, you can only halfway control what's going on when your partner's around you, but there's a certain other parts of the day your partner's not around you. So you can have the perfect partner. So this is one of the reasons why you don't necessarily want to go into a partnership, because if he promises some woman or somebody something in reference to the business that both of you all have and own, you can be put in a position where it can jeopardize your business, okay? Now, what's another thing that's extremely important? Another thing that's extremely important about a partnership. You can have a partner. You all could have been doing business extremely well for years. This partner is your best buddy. I mean, you all almost like twins working together. You know, he knows what you're thinking. You know what he's thinking. Everything goes, it's perfect. It's perfect. You can't find nobody better to work with than this partner. Well, let me tell you what can end up happening. Your partner, if he is married, let's say, for instance, your partner decides to get a divorce, or your partner's wife decides to get a divorce. Well, if your partner's wife decides to get a divorce and she happens to know that half of this business is his business, guess who's going to want half of his cut of the business? That's right, his wife. Your partnership initially was only your best buddy being your partner. Well, now you got a third party that's part of your partnership, which is now his wife, because now half of the business is his, and his wife, who's divorcing him. And oh, by the way, if you don't happen to know this, 80% of divorces are filed by women. That's right, 80% of divorces in the United States are filed by women. Okay, so you could look up one day, and now instead of just having one partner, you got two partners, and the other partner and his wife is his wife, and his wife may not have any business sense. Okay, and I'm not saying nothing against the women or anything like that, but the wife may not have any business sense. She may have never ran a business. You and your boy know how to run that business with your eyes closed, but now she's coming into it. So now you got a partner, and there's no telling if she's easy to get along with or hard to get along with. The bottom line is this: you now have a partner because she's divorcing your partner. Follow what I'm saying? So now you could have a partner, you could end up having a third party, which could be your partner's wife, which you may not want at all, because you might already know that the wife might be a very difficult person. And if the person's a very difficult person in real life, that person's going to be a difficult person in dealing with them in business, possibly. Okay, so you got that factor involved. Or if the wife divorces the guy, your partner, she might want half of the money out of the business, out of his half of the business, which could jack your business up or mess up your business. Because if she wants half of the money, which is like basically a third of the business, I guess, in a way, a third of the business, that could cause your business problems. You know, all this because she may want to divorce him, okay, or he might want to divorce her. You follow what I'm saying? You see how a partnership can cause you a whole lot of problems? See, I just saved you a whole lot of money. I just saved you a whole lot of money with that information I just gave you for free. So, oh yeah, by the way, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Because, why? Because the information I have on this video, information I have on my channel, can potentially save you hundreds of thousands of dollars and save you a whole lot of pain and suffering. And in the information I just gave you can save you a whole lot of pain and suffering right now, what I just gave you right now. So anyway, please subscribe, please subscribe. But anyway, I'm not finished yet. Not finished. I am not finished yet. All right. We talked about it's not good to be a sole proprietor. We talked about it's not a good idea to have a partnership with somebody. I just gave you the reasons why it's not a good idea to have a partnership with somebody. And also too, so you want to determine, and we already talked about why it's good to separate you from your business, and which is basically, in a nutshell, if you happen to get sued. You don't want them coming after your personal property. If somebody sues you, you want them to come after business property, okay? So, not your personal property. So anyway, so you want to pick a LLC or S corporation or C corporation, what other corporation they may be out there. What do I suggest? I've already gave you some good information that could save you thousands and thousands of dollars with the information I just gave you. I suggest that you start out as an LLC. I suggest that you start out as an LLC and then go do research on an LLC, do research on an S corporation, do research on the C corporation. And if you start out as an LLC and you find out that an S corporation or C corporation is better for your business, then you can always change if you want to. But if you want to start off like an LLC, and then later on, after you do your research into an S corporation, C corporation, and LLC to find out what advantages or disadvantages there are, then you can change from an LLC to an S corporation or a C corporation. All right, gave you a lot of very, very good information. Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. Please share this information with many people. Please share this information with many people. Peace.